This is breaking news.
American Idol judge Luke Bryan was hooked up to an IV during auditions. Oh gosh, here we go. Luke Bryan was on a health journey during last night's episode of American Idol with the help of his co-judge Katy Perry. During the auditions episode on Sunday night, Bryan walked into the room and saw an IV bag filled with bright yellow liquid next to his chair behind the judge's table. Oh gosh, here we go, he said as he saw the IV bag, asking, "Is that urine in there?" "It's vitamins," Perry told him. "I knew this season I was going to get vitamins into you, even if I had to stab you in the veins with them." The battle to get Bryan to take some health supplements during the long days and weeks of American Idol has apparently been an ongoing one. A flashback montage showed Bryan being less than interested in taking vitamin pills, while Perry tried her best. "These are called vitamins, and after 7 frickin' seasons, you ain't taken one of them," she said in one clip. In another, Bryan said, "I need Katy's vitamins," and she shouted back, "I told you, you'd be so much better with a little C's and D's and A's." Back in the audition room, Perry filmed Bryan getting hooked up to the IV. "Katy is making me take my first ever IV with vitamins," he said into her phone. She then asked, "Why do we have to go this route, Luke?" and answered for him, "Because you won't orally take vitamins, so we have to stick you with them," and he agreed. Perry even teasingly offered to hold his hand as the needle went in, and Bryan pretended to dramatically scream, but was totally fine. While the vitamins went in, he realized he could taste and smell the vitamins as they began working their way through his system, and even felt a chill on his arm where the needle was. As contestant Aniston Pate entered the room, Bryan explained, "This is my first ever IV, and I'm going through all of the knowledge of that." Bryan was pleased with Pate's audition of an original country song she wrote with a friend, but didn't clap because he was worried about disturbing the IV. Pate ultimately made it through, and Bryan noted they had met in the hallway outside the audition room, joking, "I knew you before I became an IV addict." After the audition, the IV finished, and the judges joked that Bryan must have needed those vitamins because he drained the IV bag. The medic came and took the needle out, and he genuinely winced as they took the tape off holding the needle in place. Bryan did struggle with illness last year, having to cancel several concerts over the summer during his tour. In August, he joked about the experience to an audience in Ohio, joking that he'd lost a tremendous amount of money by missing those tour dates. She got slightly more serious, saying, "Never in my career have I ever had to cancel. I've never canceled a show, much less 4, but man, you really learn this summer, out there in the world. There's one guy on Twitter, I'm gonna whip his when I see him." The guy got a beer in my hand. Singer had previously canceled shows in Mississippi, Washington, Utah, and Idaho, explaining he had been battling a head cold.